What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another one, and today we're doing something I think you guys are gonna love. If you guys are deer hunters, don't click out of the video, whatever you do. And if you're thinking about ever deer hunting, stay tuned, okay? This is gonna be a couple video, well, it's gonna be one video, but it's gonna be kind of broken up over separate days, because what we got is we're doing a little bit of a product review, I guess, while we're hunting. I took the liberty of purchasing the XOP. It's really just a hanging mobile tree stand, okay? This thing is sweet. Like I said, it's the XOP. It's a hanging tree stand. It's for mobility, right? I think it's I can't, you guys can see here, it's like what, 10.5 pounds total, and that's a tree stand, okay? And then we also got, I got all the ladder with it too, which I'll show you guys in just a second as well. But I'm gonna get this box opened up and see what we're looking at. All right, here it is. We finally got this thing open. If you guys take a look, we can see we got our little pad to sit on, right? We can crack this guy open and kind of take a look at this. It seems pretty comfy, I would say. God, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it seems like it's not gonna be too, it's kind of squishy. Not very big, I must say. I don't got a big butt or nothing, but I mean, it's not that big. So that'll be interesting to see. But then the rest of this is just a cheap harness that comes with it. I'm thinking of buying a new harness tomorrow just because, you know, I'm not afraid of heights, but I don't want to fall out of a tree. And I've never actually used a mobile tree stand like this. So then what do we got here? So we got a couple of straps, and then this guy, and this is pretty much just everything that I think I'm gonna need in order to hang this up in the tree. How it works, so from my understanding, let me get it situated here. So that's it, right? The pad sits on top. This is your platform. And there's also an additional option, so what you can do, since I'm gonna be bow hunting on Friday, which you guys are gonna see on Friday as well, this guy folds up so that you got this whole platform to stand on, which I think is gonna be super helpful when bow hunting, because for any of you bow hunters out there, it is somewhat of a pain to bow hunt while sitting down. It's not very easy. But I'm gonna go ahead and open up the ladder. I actually got the ladder for the tree stand as well, and it's just for the climbing up to the top of this guy. I'll show you that. It comes in like 3 or 4 different pieces, so hold on. Let me open that guy up too. Here it is, folks. Boom. Okay. These are the 4 ladders, the climbing sticks, that's the word for them. They're the XOP climbing sticks. So I want to say that these here are, last year's model. They had 2 different kinds of shields, and they both honestly look the same. Both of the XOP brands anyway. The only difference was one was a little bit more expensive. They really look very similar to me. But if they don't work when I go out on Friday for whatever reason, if they're not very nice, I'll be sure to let you guys know that you should get the nicer ones. But until then, I think the cheaper ones were the better bet, just because they seemed like the same thing to me. And honestly, they had cheaper options yet, but I just kind of wanted to have everything in the same brand, because I do plan on buying the backpack for this, just so that I can kind of put it all on my back when I walk out if I have any long walks or anything. So, but I'll get this guy opened up. I'll show you the climbing sticks. Oh, here are the climbing sticks, and there's 4 of them, and I don't know if they're 3 feet tall, but how they work is there's these little pegs here that come out, and you can actually use each one as like a step to your ladder, like that. And then there's one more down here, and these straps are what you use to ratchet them on the tree, which, you know, I might give these a try just to see how it goes, but you know, they're kind of the cheaper straps, and I might feel more comfortable with some ratchets, just because this is going to be holding me while I climb up the tree. So, well, we're just going to see what happens. Obviously, you know, with just these 4, we're not probably going to get super high up in the tree, but hunting public land, you know, opener, bow season, before these things are even being shot at, I think we'll be just fine. You know, even if we get 12, 15 feet up in the tree, we should have no worries. So why don't you guys just stay tuned? I may or may not get the backpack for this by Friday, just because I gotta buy a harness, and then I don't know if I want to buy the backpack too, just because if you guys don't know, this stuff's expensive. The tree stand itself is about $200, and then the climbing sticks themselves as well are another 150 or 200, which is pretty steep just for, you know, the ladder to get up the tree. Along with that, if you wanted to get the backpack, that's about 60 bucks at Scheels, and then a good harness is another 50, 60 bucks at least. So all stuff to think about when you're buying a tree stand. You know, if you feel like, you know, you don't need a harness, I would not condone that. I would 100% get a harness, but it does come with one. So if nothing else, worst comes to worst, you know, you could just use the one that it comes with. So, but that's it, guys. I'm super pumped. I just got my bow back. I'm about to go sight it in right now, and we'll just go from there. I'm going to do it off camera just because it's starting to get dark and I want to go quick, just so you guys know it's going to be dialed. Okay, it's going to be dialed in for the hunting season because I'm a big bow hunter, right? Maybe not the best bow hunter, but I like bow hunting, so. All right, well, here it is, folks. Here is my bow. It is a Matthews Helim, the Helim. Okay, I've had it for a few years. I actually got it used, but I love this thing. Okay, so here's the, there's where the arrows go. Unfortunately, I only have a couple arrows, so I'm only going to be shooting a couple times, going and walking up and getting my arrows, unfortunately. But I do plan on getting more. I want to buy maybe like a dozen arrows. I mean, my sheath only holds like 6, but obviously you don't need more arrows than that. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to sight this guy in. If you guys can see my target, I'm going to put my GoPro down there so that you guys can see it hit the target. So stay tuned for that. What's up, everybody? We're about to sight in the bow. We're at about 20 yards right now. Just keep in mind, tomorrow is opener. So tonight is really our last chance to get this thing sighted in. It should be good to go from last year, but I just want to do some last minute adjustments if needed. So we're going to fire this thing downrange, and you guys will get to see what it looks like. So here we go. That looked pretty good, I think. Let's fire another one downrange. Keep in mind, all I have is 2 arrows, which is really all I need, so let's see. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go take a look at it myself. All right, honestly, I don't think we did too bad. I mean, a little low here, but this one's right in the money. You know, and if we're aiming at the deer, I mean, both times those are dead deer. I mean, we're barely a couple inches apart. I don't think I need to shoot this thing anymore. I think we're dialed in for tomorrow. I mean, that's a pretty good spread. If we're within a couple inches, that's good enough for me. I don't feel like I need to be that dialed in. I mean, I could shoot it at 30 yards, but I don't think where I'm hunting I'm going to need to take any farther than a 30-yard shot. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully you guys liked, today's video. If you did, please smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. A little bit quicker video today, but I wanted this to be kind of just a introduction to what is coming on Friday. Super pumped for it. Obviously, deer opener is going to be super fun, but just wanted to kind of show you guys some prep for it. I've never used a hanging tree stand before, so I'm going to show it to you in the next hunt, in the next video, but I do think that I'm going to probably do its own separate video at some point too, just to kind of give you guys my, you know, general knowledge of what I think of it just after 1 or 2 uses. But other than that, guys, stay tuned for the hunting videos to come. Hopefully we can shoot a couple big ends. I don't know. I know one of my buddies is coming out with me, so hopefully we can both get one. But if not, you know, no worries there either. But you guys have a good rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Peace.